What up, y'all? Rapscene.com. We got Dusty Souls right now, and they got a new album. It's dropping tomorrow on Halloween 2024, the year of our Lord. The Watchers. What's up, y'all?
What's up, man?
What's going on, man? We in the building. Dusty Souls.
We here, man. Appreciate you as
That's
always.
what I'm talking about, man. And if friends of the channel know that I've interviewed both of y'all already individually on the solo, and I definitely wanted to get y'all on when this project drops. So tell me, in both of y'all words, how y'all feeling about it?
I feel I feel good. I feel relieved. It wasn't like no stress really. Why I did took care of a lot of the dirty work. I feel relieved that we finally got another album out with me and him, because we had so many songs. And we was like, not bullshit, but we were just like, yeah, we need to put a project, and we would kind of like put it, because we always working. He's always working on solos, and he'd be doing features and stuff. So it was dope that we was able to really like block. I blocked everything out. He blocked everything out, and he was able to just kind of come up with the songs we wanted. Cook up some new stuff. So I'm relieved that it's finally out. You know what I'm saying? They finally get a chance to hear it, and other people can hear it. Outside of me and him.
Yeah, man. I feel the same. You know what I mean? I'm definitely proud of the project. We came together and aligned like the tracks that really fit that vibe of what we were looking for with the Watchers. So, man, I'm definitely proud of it. And then we go through the phase where we work so consistently that we don't really get a chance to like celebrate and understand what's going on. So it hasn't hit fully yet, but I'm definitely proud of the turnout so far.
Well, man, let me extend it, man. I'm proud of y'all for it because, again, we've talked a few times. Again, we both done interviews. I love y'all together. Y'all are two MCs that just mesh like it's nothing. Like what spaghetti and meatballs, peanut butter and jelly. Like for real, straight up and down. Like in the way y'all came together between mutual parties is just the thing of what relationships are made of, and y'all have a beautiful one, especially when it comes to you getting on the mic. So straight up and down. Thank y'all for that.
So thank you.
Yup. We're doing this. We're doing this as a listening party for the joint. Let's get into it. We got a few going up. Tell me a little bit more about the creative process of the Watchers.
So basically, it'd be really like we'll come up with like what producers we want to use, and then why, and then the way we do it is like once we know which way we want to go. Why I be at home, he'll cook up a verse and a hook. He'll be like, yo, I got a joint for us, and he'll just send it over, and then like I'll try to knock it out. I'll knock it out, and then we just kind of go back and forth like that for the most part. Like we just naturally know, like, because you want to switch it up. I want to go first, he'll go first. You want to switch up the order and stuff like that. So like he'll send me like 3 or 4 tracks. I'm like, okay, that's his 3 or 4 joints where he went first. You know what I'm saying? I went second. You know what I'm saying? Then I'll do my 3 or 4, and then we just go back and forth. And and then we had a lot of songs. Like me and him, we always cook. Like we just do songs. Whether and we just always said we just sort it out later. We'll do songs, and then we'll just go through the archives and see what fit. A certain sound, certain vibe. Like certain songs didn't make this album, but it'll probably make Dusty Souls too.
Yeah. So yeah, we was definitely like searching for like a particular vibe that fit the theme. So I feel like the intro is the key. The intro set the standard. So I don't think I had the intro in that folder, but if you listen to the Watchers intro, it pretty much set the tone of the album. You know what I mean? And it puts you in that feeling. You know what I'm saying? So we had most of the tracks, and then we added a few because we like you said, we be cooking like all month, all year. You know what I mean? And it just started adding up to the point where we were like, yo, we got to go through this stuff and try to figure out what we're gonna do with it. You know what I'm saying? So
producers be sending us beats and stuff like that.
Exactly. So we got like a whole Dusty Souls folder outside of the other stuff, that's featured on, because a lot of the stuff that we on our albums individually, like those are just features, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But we got like our own Dusty Soul stuff too that we just had to kind of compartmentalize and then put it together to be able to make the album happen.
Right.
Word up. I know a lot of people send y'all stuff. I see mostly Chef Carter and
Yes,
Ren.
sir.
We got Renz on the beat again.
Yeah.
With
Right.
covering the production mostly. So let's get into it because we don't want to waste any time here. The first joint that I got loaded up is Passion. I tried to when you sent it to me, Akil. It's
Right.
you just sent me the files. I didn't get the track list. So
Right. But Passion is actually the first. It's actually the first. It's after the intro. That's the first song anyway.
I put it together. I put it in order. I did my due diligence. So let's go ahead and play Passion. Tell me if it who produced that one.
I think that's Chef. That's Chef Carter.
Yep, Chef Carter.
Word up. Tell me more about what y'all was thinking with Passion.
Definitely.
So Chef, man, I was working on a project prior. I finished like 2 projects, and then me and Y was dabbling into the beats for Dusty Souls 2, and then we decided to add some more songs to the Watchers. So I ended up finding that shit. I'm like listening to it. I'm like, all right. And I think I did a verse to that shit, right? The Y, yeah. And then and it had like that good intro first song feel. So it was one of those, like, you know what I mean, where we could really like paint that first vibe of the album, that nose of the album.
Yeah, and Chef went crazy on that beat. You know what I mean? When I heard it, it gave me like that Maybach music type feeling. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you listen to the sounds on the album, you don't hear a lot of people rapping on those type of beats and instrumentation. So I felt, and he usually do the order. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, yo, we could do the intro and then we're gonna do Passion first. So when I was working on like the sequence and mixing, I'm like, yeah, it went perfectly, after the intro. So yeah, that joint, I did the verse and the hook, sent it to me. I felt in like, between where you heard where I came in, and then I did my verse, and it was a wrap from there.
Yeah.
Beautiful transition, like I said, and I agree with it. It set the tone for the entire project. It's absolutely dope for everybody tuning in. We reviewing, or not reviewing, but we are doing a listening party and pre-reviewing the Watchers. From Dusty Souls, we got Akil Ali and Y.N.X 716 together. My bad, we dropping the 716, but we not dropping the region. We just call it going by Y.N.X now. So yeah, again, the transitions on the project are just all around amazing, and the production is on par. Like just like y'all said, Chef went crazy. Let's go ahead and move on right next to Slow Up. Again, I put them in order, but I just pick my select few.
That's so good. Yeah, it's perfect. Right.
Yeah, we're not gonna play the whole thing, y'all. If y'all tuned in, y'all need to go check out the album because we're not playing the whole thing. We are just vibing out right now. So we got Slow Up. Here we go.
The Watchers.
From the belly of the beast, we rose from the concrete like roses, you know what I'm saying? Niggas didn't believe we could do this shit, but
I think a while it is back this album.
And that's all that really matters.
Words, man.
From Buffalo to Mount
No,
Vernon.
bro, like, nah, niggas will hear this.
We the Watchers, nigga.
I forget about my plans, hope you feeling the safest. I said they landed from the sky, don't believe cause they ate this. I mean you gotta use your mind, you impeded with greatness. And now you gotta take your vibe, you exceeded the spaces. The
came off,
yes, I am the man who wrote it. I don't give a fuck about this government, I never voted. Cut up in your defense like I'm Darren Schroeder. Yes, you gotta sift the Fetty, but it don't distract the odor. Yes, of course you see the snakes, but you gotta pay the mower. Niggas just be lying about them roads, of course they say they know her. I'm about my money and my business, I just came to show her. 42, I came to pour up. Never can a nigga slow up.
7-1, sip ace and spade mimosas. The pain generational, I pray it's over. We came from the slave ship, the grave shift. And after 40 hours, we ain't made shit. Don't tell me about the cycle you endure. This is not the same. I slept with a rifle, we at war. With my own kind, I can't afford it. When history starts to repeat, the cycle is a voyage. Turn a blind eye to what's important. When you swan dive into your purpose, they change the verbiage. No matter the cycle, just stay alerted. When you make them mad once, they show you a different different person. No matter how quiet you hiss, you still a serpent. And I'm a wordsmith. Dealt with you long enough, now I'm allergic. Who will make it further? The one that write the verses. It's Y.N. Dream so hard to find, but it's written in stone when I draw the line. You either sketch the words or draw the line. You can neglect the purge or fall in line. Yeah, dreams are so hard to find, but it's written in stone when I draw the line. You either sketch the words or draw the line. You either neglect the purge or fall in line.
Huh?
Who produced this one?
Chef?
The chef? Shit. Nigga, yo, chef, man. He's so versatile, man. Like, you can't, like, sometimes you can't pimp. Like, he really just, he be having a little bit of everything in his beat.
Yo, he definitely laced y'all with that. Do y'all feel as MCs, like, is it a back and forth thing? Like, how important is it for you to lace, you know, the track that the producer sends you?
It's very important, man. It's everything, really. You know what I mean?
Right.
It go hand in hand. Like some people, sometimes the beat save people.
Right.
But like we always do the beat justice, I feel like. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because you can hear somebody that's trash on a fire beat. But like when it's like even and equal, like they do, you know what I mean? It's well balanced, like that's always the goal. You know what I mean? And Chef definitely gave us some fire. Nah, for real.
Right. Like once I'm inspired, I mean, what I do is I try to get to a point where, from a technicality standpoint, I'm always going to be nice and neat on a beat. You know what I mean? So I try not to have too much pressure. I just try to I just go through a little ritual. I'll come down right here in this spot. I come here, I roll up a little bit, and I just play the beat, and I just try to nail what I'm speaking about. You know, I try not to be all over the place. You know, I just try to, whatever the subject matter is, I just try to make a good song. You know what I mean? And you start to know that you're making good songs, like P.A. Dre. Like when I P.A. Dre, he's a hard critic. And this album we've been doing is more so like most of the little hooks and stuff I've been sending him, he's like, nah, we good. I be thinking he gonna be like, nah, I'm gonna get somebody else to do it. You know what I mean? But so it's like you get to a point where you know, like, you efficient because you just know me and Y, we'll think we not cooking. I'm like, oh, why, man? I ain't cooking a little minute, man. He like, word, bro. He like, how long? I'm like, I don't know, like 2 days. like that's like for us, that's like a long time, like 2 days.
Yeah.
Like,
2 days is a minute.
Word.
Nice.
That's what's up, man. Again, it's much appreciated for anybody tuned in and everybody tuned in. We got Dusty Souls right now. We are previewing the new album, The Watchers, and it's just beautiful to hear what these dudes are doing right now in this day and age, with all this bullshit that we got going on out here. We're going through a few tracks, so let's keep it moving. We just played reality. We just played Slow Up. We're gonna move into Reality Flaws. Let's do it.
Y.N.X. 7-1. Yo, sleep with my eyes open, I'm not a dreamer.
Crazy.
My reality was never obsolete. My grief inside this leader. The street code was broken. They live and die behind the Nina, but we keep holding. Against the odds they practice, preach without the fear that kept us breathing. Now they marry greed. What ain't prepared us became scarce. We bear the beast. I need clarity. Amongst all things we bring to the table is rarity. Stop comparing me. I laugh in the face of adversity. The pain is in my family tree. Rooted from the surface, but I'm free to breathe. Breathe. My day consists of Pro Tools and THC. I ain't saying a word, let them sleep on me. The revolution will be televised from the frequencies. Telling lies that they can't believe is a wicked curse. I switch the speeds, words come from the earth that I supersede, yeah.
A man is always going to be blinded when he can't feel, when he can't use his discernment, when you can't scan the energy that comes in the room, and you allow a demon next to you. You allow him to study you. You allow him to see the kinks in your armor, and you allow a weak man to conquer. Yeah, woke with my eyes closed. Reality is fake, it's where the haters see your pages, but they ate this to the greatness. Took my time, though. I resurrect, project to different time zones. The quicksand hyenas getting closer, still my smile on. Why I wouldn't? Shit is getting thick, call it mind putting. So much death, they be glad to get their eyes took. You just gotta keep your mind pushing. Yeah. You just Gotta keep your mind pushing.
I've been really on a journey, I'm really his favorite.
Had to get away from mortals and get in this spaceship. You can tell me that I'm wrong, cause we really gon' make it.
Yeah, we really gon' make it. I've been really on a journey, I'm really his favorite.
Had to get away from mortals and get in this spaceship. You can't tell me that I'm wrong, cause we really gon' make it. We really gon' make it. Yeah.
Yo, that shit is wild.
Man.
What the fuck was Tone thinking?
Man.
Tone beats, man. That's another. And I think what's dope about like me and Y is like so me and Y, if I put him on a album with a new producer, they're gonna fall in love with him. And then usually when he puts me on a track, you know, with a producer I want to work, they'll fall in love with me. So they usually get, you know what I mean? So what's been dope is Tone Beats is somebody I always wanted to work with. You know, Chef, he's from Mount Vernon. He's from our hood. Rents Beats, I always wanted to work with. He was always working with D Block and them. And
got hands on the beat again.
You know what I mean? So it was like, for me, I'm like a little kid in a candy shop, man, because they send me over these packs. And the first thing I do, I'll listen to it. I might cook up to 1 or 2, and I'll send Wild the pack. Like, yo, go through this shit. Yo, let's just see we get. And then that's how we just, you know what I mean? We just go through 50 beats and just try to find like a sound. You know, we create folders and stuff like that. And so this one really stuck out. And when me and Y did it, he said, "Yeah, this is going on the Watchers." He was like, "Yeah, this fit the Watchers." You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Yeah, that joint got like that old school feel, and like that's the first thing I heard when that joint dropped. Sleep with my eyes open, I'm not a dreamer. You know what I'm saying? And then like the first bar just like after that first bar, I'm like, okay. And then anything
That's what made me do my joint. Like I switched it up like how your joint.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's crazy. That joint crazy.
It really is, but it's not too far out from the range of what the focus of the project is, which is it's becoming a theme. If y'all are just joining in, we got Dusty Souls with his Akil Ali and Y.N.X 716 from the 716. I need to just start saying that Y.N.X from the 716. Yo. We got them. Their new album is dropping tomorrow, The Watchers. And we just got through a few joints from the project. And what I'm seeing is, a theme of prosperity and persistence and, reliability, should I say, and consistency and quality. And talk to me about, what went into how y'all said y'all had the joints and, the origin of why y'all wanted to put it together. Where's the theme going? Because it seems like y'all are watching the game and seeming like and thinking that this is not what's going on, and we need to really switch something up. Everybody knows, that upstate New York is where hip hop probably would have started if it didn't start in in the city. What is the Watchers saying?
So it was a dual. Because me and Y, the way we come up with shit, like we just like compromise, like we just kind of throw ideas. And so the Watchers, we're both observant people. You know what I'm saying? Like, we both, intuition. We help a lot of people. We pay attention to a lot of things. So this album allowed us to kind of speak from that perspective of the Watchers. You know what I'm saying? It's an album based upon, being able to observe things and speak about it. You know what I'm saying? The good, the bad, the ugly, you know what I'm saying? And it, what I love about the EPs that me and him do, this because Dusty Souls is more like an album type vibe. 16 songs, we went 16 songs. We curate that a little bit differently. So this was like our way of just like getting different producers and really just kind of bringing to life a good thing that we both kind of like was able to come up with ideas with. You know what I mean? So. And then he kind of pushed it because he was like, "Yo, we need another project out." You know what I mean? Like, because we both were just cooking. We cook a lot. You know what I mean? He got solo projects. I got solo projects. So we just was like, "Yo, we gotta let's just get our shit together real quick and cook up."
And then also like the Watchers is like the voice of reason. You know what I'm saying? Like the righteous. You know what I'm saying? So like, and then like if you go back and when you get a chance, listen to the intro, and they got different people saying the Watchers. You know what I'm saying? Because the Watchers can be different individuals. So you're a watcher amongst the people that look up to you. You know what I'm saying? Whoever else is on the track, they're the watchers amongst somebody else. So it's like we're like the voice of reason. We like the people that's like bringing people to the, you know what I mean, to the righteousness. You know what I mean? Like you said, it's a lot of BS that's getting dropped every day. You know what I mean? And we want to really like show that we see what's going on, but watch this. You know what I'm saying? So it could be you know what I mean? It could be perceived any type of way. That's why we wanted to make it like, what does it mean? Because we want everybody to make their own perspective, but it's like, nigga, watch this shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of like how, you know what I mean? We did the wordplay with that.
Right.
Very nice, and thank you for the breakdown. You
Definitely.
know, for anybody watching right now, we got Dusty Souls. Their new project, The Watchers, it drops tomorrow, October 31st, the year of our Lord 2024. This is what's going on. This is what's bringing it back. You know, he just echoed the words. Thank you. We got a lot of BS out here. So let's keep it going. We going on to what I believe this is track number 8 from the project, Soul Bleed. And we getting through it. Let's go.
Let's beats.
You know, I was just a kid. I've seen a lot of different things growing up. Moms are struggling, pops are struggling. You know, like the same shit. Me and all my friends was going through that shit. So my friends even had it worse. We all just kind of like blended in and we came out.
Shout out to everybody checked in. Fellas Mag, First Nom, Straight Butter.
Gotta move your pivot, every move is costly. Dusty souls, remnants of pain, just keep the devil off me. Tell you words, manipulate your soul. You hear the whisper softly, they on point. You know what come with fame when they feeling salty. Wasn't fair and Jesus staring, I was filled with hope. We paddled fast and we could swim, we saw the whales was close. I took my pen and wrote my pain, the only way to cope. I rode my wave and paved the way, they tried to sell my boat. Vernon was my birthplace, Buffalo my second home. Playing ball with Celtics, it was fate the way I met with Rome. Give me my first 8-ball, that's the fucking way we set the tone. Isolated, focus on my hustle, couldn't call my phone. Many lessons on this journey I can't say on wax. I traveled lands and ran through women, then I ran through packs. And that's the reason y'all can resonate, this shit is facts. To my survivors in the jungle, gotta tip my hat.
Killed it.
Walking through the fire of greatness, you see my soul bleed.
Learning about the power of prayer, sitting on both knees.
Walking through the fire of greatness until my soul leaves.
I grew used to the pain, niggas got cold feet.
Walking through the fire.
Y.N.X. 7-1.
Walking through the fire of greatness, you see my soul bleed.
The truth follow me, I lied to myself in the mist. It's so robbery, ignorant bliss. Dirty piss, tell me, is this life really a gift? You spend the night with bad memory trips. It's so malicious within every risk. We came from the city where hate is born. Cold hearts never invest, can't weather us through the storm and regret. I saw less with my ears open to comprehend the lost souls that wasn't my friends. Beginning to end of the clear thoughts and common sense. I studied revenge, but demons soon came to repent. My soul always win, molded from prints on my fingertips. My team legit, I caught a glimpse of the future, but seen the shit. I pray to God protect my soul, my body numb. Detox my lungs when stress is coming to me by the bunch. Separate the needs at once, gotta prioritize. Never force to lie, truth be told, niggas mortified. It's Y.N. 7-1.
Walking through the fire of greatness, you see my soul bleed.
Learning about the power of prayer, sitting on both knees.
Walking through the fire of greatness until my soul leaves.
I grew used to the pain, niggas got cold feet.
Walking through the fire. Walking through the fire of greatness, you see my soul bleed.
That's what I'm talking about, y'all.
Shout out to everybody tuning in, man. I'm seeing I'm looking for my phone. I'm seeing people tuning in. I appreciate all the comments, all the love. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you.
That's what's up. Soul Bleed, that was another example of the transition work that is so beautiful and with y'all. How dope is it to have another MC and team up like that for real? Because a lot of you see these team ups and they're like, if y'all don't know anybody watching, I've interviewed both of these top tier MCs right here solo on the solo, and now we got them together. So let me ask y'all together, how dope is it to have that team up? You know, to be like that superhero duo.
Nah, I mean, I kind of always, I never really minded having a partner because I kind of came into it with a partner, but then he became like my engineer. He kind of wanted to, he loved music, but he wasn't really into the things that go with music. So he kind of, fell back. So after that, I kind of had to, move on my own for a minute. You know what I mean? I was moving on my own. And then when I got into Y.N.X, I'm seeing him, I'm like, yo, he's doing the same thing. He's ripping and running, he paving his way on his own. His work ethic is crazy. So the way Dusty Souls kind of came together was really like organic. And it was funny because when me and him came up with the name and said like that's what we want to do, people started even saying that before. Like people was like, yo, man, I should just be a group, man. Dusty Souls. Like a couple people were saying it. Like they was like, yo. So we just kind of, just it makes my life easier, you know what I'm saying? Because he helps with so many other things, you know what I'm saying, outside of the music. He books shows, you know what I'm saying? He handles a lot. He's creative, you know what I mean? Whether it's merch, ideas, if I need a video, like he mixed the album, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? It kind of enhanced, what I was doing, what I was already doing. It took what I was doing to another level.
Yeah, and I just feel like we both utilize our strengths, you know what I'm saying? Like, like he said, we was both doing this like dolo. So like along the way, I figured out how to do a lot of this stuff on my own. Like, forget it, I'm not about to wait for nobody. So from engineering to beat making, you know what I'm saying, things like that. And then he's the one that's like more social. So like he's better with like communicating with people, bringing people together and stuff like that. So like we pretty much just use our strengths the best way we can. That's what you're supposed to do as a team. You know what I mean? Right. Everybody play their position, play where you strong at. You know what I mean? None of us trying to be like, oh, I'm the leader. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing like that. We both playing to our strengths because we understand like if you do it as a team and strategically, it's gonna work out. You know what I mean? Everybody don't gotta be the superstar. This is meant, you know what I mean? This is really for like I always tell them, like we here to spread a message. We don't gotta be like everybody else, other rappers, you know what I'm saying? Because it wouldn't be us. So and that's where the separation is gonna begin though. Like when people hear this, because like this is like next level, you know what I mean? I'm listening to a lot of the stuff that's out too and like comparing it against like what we're putting together, and it's not even close. So it's gonna be understood real soon though.
Right.
Straight up and down. Teamwork makes the dream work. Mm-hmm. If you want to go fast, go by yourself. If you want to go far, go with a team. Straight up and down. And we love it. For everybody that's tuned in, we got Dusty Souls. Their new album drops tomorrow, The Watchers. Thank you guys for the advance. It's a beautiful project. Everything that's been played so far, it's really forming a cohesive theme, for the project. And it feels just like an extension from what y'all are doing. Thank you for keeping this shit alive. We played so far Passion, Slow Up, Reality Flaws, and Soul Bleed. The next we're going to go to is one of my favorite on the joint, Darkest Hour.
I don't feel, yeah. That's that.
Track number 9, The Watchers, Darkest Hour. Here we go.
7-1, yo, pour out some liquor for the fallen. We live in rage within the play, watching coward die, 1,000 deaths at pretend age. Of all plays, you we near, call a spade when we cross ways, burn a bridge, they ain't have a say. Hard work made a way for me, plenty 3 days, love vacancy. The silence brought peace, stay away from me. I wasted spending time showing love, it ain't intertwined. Spell my name Y.N.X, all caps to remember mine, and watch me draw on the thinnest line. Memoirs of what I saw before the end of time. I told you the focus can mold you, cause the new overpower the old you. When you're using your vocals, I'm the future of moguls. Read it and weep, the same soul that you reap kills the freedom of speech. I spoke in my sleep, practice what you preach, you're pointing no relief. The passion is a given track, the quantum leap.
Be careful who you roll with, get money with, and attached to. You want to elevate, well the energy gotta match too. Looking in the mirror, recognizing that it's last two. They hate to resonate when the blessings coming and past due. when the blessings come and the past due.
Money was the root to the evil, they screaming cash rules.
When the blessings come and the past due.
Any dirt I did, I had to.
I trusted devils, confided with demons, silly in me. I was looking in the grass for the serpents, for the path. You gotta pass, whoop a strap for the purpose. You gotta battle with a stone. Gotta shadow your person, embedded souls. There will never be a cattle of mercy. You see that name up on my neck, my daddy tatted in cursive. I got your baddie with the fatty, keep that ratty and Birkin. She switch her wigs up, more dog over until he finishes bed up. Coke dealers, cut up our pastors, actors, provocateurs. The trail from a king that you help, ready to knock you off. I've been in the trenches so long, nigga cannot plan it. Outlandish thoughts for that predicate. The money can be lovely, loyalty creates better space. Flowing with enchanted waters, making mad eclectic music. Give a king a couple pounds, now we got a chance to do it. Silly nigga burned that bridge, it was never in his plans to move it. Stay calm, be careful who you roll with, get money with and attached to. You wanna elevate, well the energy gotta match too. Looking in the mirror, recognizing that it's last two. They hate to resonate when the blessings coming and past due. When the blessings come and the past due.
Money was the root to the evil, they screaming cash rules.
When the blessings come and the past due.
Any dirt I did, I had to.
Come on. Tell me something. That's just got a classic feel, man. That's just that feels like a dynamic duo record. Like again, the transitions and how y'all bounce off each other, especially in the choruses. Give me a little bit about Darkest Hour too.
I give you a hidden fact. So that was a song that I had that I was sitting on for like 2 years. Like I was sitting on, I had it. It was like I just did with Imperative, right? Like I had I had to do with Imperative, and I actually had the first verse and like a hook, and I was doing an album with Imperative. Shout out to Imperative, my guy. I was doing an album with Imperative, and whatever things just got and so I had it, and I was like, now me and Y, we linked up, we aligned, and now we sorting through, and I sent it right to him, and he just went and just tore it up. Move that verse second. He went first. Then he added his vocals to the hook. You know what I'm saying? And then we just blended it all in.
Yeah, that's typically how we do it. And yeah, that's Darkest Hour Part 2. And we got a video out for that joint too. So yeah, typically like we don't always be in the studio together. So like I'll just take like when I do the hook, I'll just listen to the empty spots and I'll just add in like Soul Bleed. You know what I mean? Same thing. He had the hook and he just let it breathe, and I just add it in the middle. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of just bounce off each other that way because like we both be busy. You know what I'm saying? So we can't always be in the studio. So like he'll send a joint, I'll knock it out, and I'll add the, because you gotta add them. You know what I mean? It's like you got the song and then you got like post production. So like adding those little tidbits and stuff is like the post production of it.
He be adding drops. He had the drops, all types of things.
Yep.
Word up, man. It always works so well together. Like honestly, especially through this project. Everybody watching, we got Dusty Souls. Once again, their project is dropping tomorrow, October 31st, Halloween, the year of our Lord 2024. Shout out to everybody checking in. We got Graceful Help to Life. We got DJ Thousandaire. Shout out. We got Severely Yours, 5-star. Let's keep rocking. We got a couple more tracks to play because again, we not sharing everything with y'all. Y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta tap in. Y'all gotta check that. We playing just over half the joint. Up next, we just played Darkest Hour 2. Before that, we played Soul Bleed. We had Reality Flaws before that. Slow Up, and then we started with Passion. All beautiful records. Let's move into Last Poet. Probably my second favorite joint on it.
Word.
Watchers.
It sounds crazy.
Y.N.X. 7-1. Yo, look, divine alignment. They want me to sell my soul on consignment. I'm hearing what my heart say no. So if you smart, play broke. My distant ways made them depart. If it ain't about the heart, go back to start. And I can't give a pardon back to buyers. Hatred smiles, can't neglect what's ours. Brain damage in my chest is scarred. Detect the stars from the rest I charge. Can't judge a book by its cover, so break it apart. You study looks and bad energy, distance me fire. My mission is guarded by the art of lies. Soldiers proud of my ties, cause they kept me alive. Could have been signed, Interscope Records and Jive. It's a thin line, contracts hiding behind, no contact. PDF signed in the bind, it's so combat, close to my mind. My growth is designed from the contrast. Was down bad, burning bridges that I couldn't cross. But some people got problems, money just can't resolve.
We just reflections of your inner soul. Mind over matter, protected so demons can't impose. Mind over matter, protected so demons can't impose. Mind over matter, protected. Divine alignment. We just reflections of your inner soul. Mind over matter, protected so demons can't impose. Mind over matter, protected so demons can't impose. Mind over matter, protected. The wind blows and the sky parts. The clouds come together and form. We've been ahead of the storm. You see my high arch. A bricky cross is shady. Now I'm militant and moving like the Navy. Soft and smash in a truck that's brown gravy. My future blessings and many progressions was when they paid me. I earned my spot in this game, but was nothing these niggas gave me. Swim right next to the squid. I ain't ask nobody to save me. I'm really chasing this paper, then bring it home to the baby, nigga. Blessings to the gods, cause we don't tell no lies. When I see evil in people, I let that metal slide. The revolution won't be televised, cause I was staring in the devil's eyes.
Hey, y'all are real, man.
I'm focused to keep my soul clean. Mind over matter, I'm focused to keep my soul clean. Mind over matter, I'm focused. Yeah.
I lost his mind on that verse.
It's so crazy, yo. When I sent it in, I'm like, I'm gonna just keep that. I was so hyped recording that verse when I was here that when I did, I'm like, I'm like, fuck, we just gonna keep it. Like, fuck it. Like,
wow, man. That again, probably my second favorite joint on there. I got one other that really spoke to me, and we'll get to that in just a couple moments. We got Dusty Souls, y'all. For everybody watching, they new project drops tomorrow, October 31st, the year of our Lord 2024. Halloween. They not dressing up in no costumes though. This is as real as it gets when it comes to hip hop. Yo, this new project is just amazing. We're not going through the whole thing. If y'all didn't tune in earlier, then y'all missed most of it because yeah, just make sure you check it out. We'll get into where you can find it in just a few moments. A lot of people don't know, Akil, that you played NFL football. I hear a lot of sports references, but you really don't make that your main drive. Like, how important is it to separate those two, worlds of your life?
It's crazy. Like, football kept me away from music for so long. You know what I mean? Because I always wanted to do music, but football was just working for me. So it was like, a lot of my friends was rapping and shit like that. So I was more supportive. That's kind of how I learned a lot about music, was just being behind the scenes. But I separated it because I wanted to not get away from the football, but it was like at first people wasn't taking me serious as an artist because I was so good in football. You know what I mean? So it was like at first you want to look like, oh well, football didn't work out, I guess you just want to rap now. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I chose this lane of rap, because this ain't no gimmicky shit. Like, you got to be, you got to be skilled. You know what I mean? So it's funny because I actually didn't use enough sports reference. As many players as I know and as much, I just wasn't doing it that much because I would see other people doing it so much and it would be so cliche. But then I sneak it in. I started, you know what? I could do it a little bit differently. I could sneak it in, and you know what I mean? But now it kind of goes hand in hand as far as like the way I approach it. So when I play football, you know what I mean, you got to have like a certain focus. You know what I mean? You got to be able to, like, because you're not going to get validated. You know what I mean? Like in the off season, you training, you most time by yourself, you with other players. Ain't nobody really there to say good job or anything like that, because you really just working until you get to a certain point. And then when a moment happens in the game, you're going to show your talent. So music is very similar. So like me and Y, we might have I call it the dead period, where, we got some music out, but we're cooking up more so. And no one really going to see that process. You know what I'm saying? But we know what we're doing and we know where we're trying to go. So that's kind of more like we're just working out more so. And then you just come out with the music. And then, it's like if you work hard during the week in football and you watch film and you do all your due diligence, you usually have success when the game comes. So that's how I kind of like conjugate both worlds. But I do keep them separate only unless I do like a podcast or something and the person really let's say want to know everything that's going on with me. But I just did it because I didn't want. Well, now people know I can rap, but at one point it was more so everybody was just like, man, play football, man. You're a football player, bro. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, man, I'm out here rapping, man. I'm trying to tell you, but I ain't really having no notoriety at that time. So,
Word up. Why? You you have this like otherworldly, like calm type. It's like a calm / charisma essence about you on everything that you touch. Like, what does it take you to get amped up? Like, what would it take you to be just I'm Y.N.X?
Man,
you gotta be around them.
Yeah, it's like it's just certain songs, you know what I'm saying? Like, because a lot of them seem calm and cool, but this album was real laid back. But I got like other joints where I'm more like up tempo. But then I had to come to the realization is just because you yelling don't make it no better. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm like, yo, you can rap right at this tune. And then even I sent me a joint recently that it was just so calm and it was so neat that it's like, yo, bro, that pocket right there is perfect. He said it so like it was effortless. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So then that because I used to be like that too. Because like when I'm talking, like I'm real chill. So I'm like, people gonna they hear me talk, they gonna be like, oh, he ain't gonna be able to rap because he talks so soft. So I used to purposely like raise my voice. Right. But now it's like to the point where, man, this shit effortless. You know what I mean? You gotta like make it. You know what I mean? Like I listen to the AZs and the Nas, like they don't be yelling. You know what I'm saying? You don't really gotta yell to get your point across, and it still sounds good. So I got to the point where like I think it's like more so maturity. So it's like being able to. It's like dealing like when you got kids. So like when you tell them to do something calmly versus having to yell at them, like I mean, you can still get the point across. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I be kind of looking at it sometimes. Right. And then real quick, if I could touch on the football thing, pause. Like what Ak was saying in regards to like separating it, I look at football a lot as like you got to really put the pain in, like because like people look and like, oh, he went to the NFL, like that shit is not nothing like light. You know what I'm saying? Like it take like dedication and like literally like hours and hours and hours of work, and like you don't really stop. It's a lifestyle, and that's how we adopted music. Like it's a lifestyle. So like even Ak, like he'll get up, like you know what I mean. I'll see him on live at like 4 a.m. recording. You know what I'm saying? Right. I kind of slowed down a little bit because like I used to like do it heavy, but like I got to a point where I feel like it was catching up to me. So I'm like, let me slow down. Right. It's really a lifestyle where you gotta like put that pain in, and then you're gonna reap the benefits.
Right. Very nice and very well said. Yep, we're loud and clear and straight up and down. We got one more joint to play. And then we'll have a few moments for anybody watching. If y'all want to send any questions for Y.N.X or for Akil, just go ahead and think about them, shoot them in now, and then we'll have a couple minutes to get to them because we got one more joint to play from Dusty Souls. New album that's dropping tomorrow, October 20th. I'm gonna keep doing that. October 31st, Halloween, the year of our Lord 2024. It's called The Watchers. It's dope as hell. If y'all haven't been tuned in, then it'll be loaded up on YouTube soon. We've so far played Passion. We played Slow Up. We played Reality Flaws. We played Soul Bleed. We played Darkest Hour 2, one of my favorite from the joint. We played Last Poet, and we're about to play. The file that you sent me said Focus. Was that a typo? Is this for us or?
Yeah. It's supposed to be for us. Yep.
Here we go. I was pretty sure that was it. Yep. This is probably my unsung hero from the joint. Everybody checking in. We want to thank y'all for watching. We got Crook. We still jumping in. He says the wavelength beats draw in your soul and transform your mind. That's a fact. You know that goes on through music. That's why people make this stuff. That's why the radio is the radio. You know, but if we can use that for good in the culture, then let's shout out to you and Dusty Souls for doing that, and shout out to Crookfoot. We got Severely Yours. I think he's talking to you. You 7-1. You got that Nas flow. I think he said that before. You know, straight up and down. You just referenced him and AZ and about how just keeping it cool on the mic can get your point across a whole lot. Shout out to you. We got the Evening Experience who jumped on. We got my man K Fixed It. He's talking about y'all got it. Everything that y'all touched, it has been top notch artistry so far. Shout out to we got Real Only One Bam. We gonna play the last joint that we got for us. Here we go.
The Watchers.
Yeah. Kill Ali.
Yeah.
Y.N.X. New endeavors that we conquer on our way to greatness. I love myself, I start to notice that's the bravest statement. Some people hate it, rather see you underneath the pavement. Until you come about that crack to see your spirit sacred. Resentment comes from a few who really fear you make it. But you got a part of my view, I'm really in a spaceship. Communications from a gym who party in the matrix. Then I learned to tally my losses and then it's back to basics. Took my scars and my blessings and turned my back to cases. Then I learned that I was protected, I feel like Pastor Mason. Misdirections, misguided moments and agitation. Then a time I had to reflect, I knew the path was sanctioned. Long awaited visions, watch them manifest. Send the blessings to the sky to watch them multiply. Got some friends who lost their parents, I can feel their stress. Now I'm here to spread your wings so we all can fly. Yes, I'm here to spread your wings so we all can fly. Got some friends who lost their parents, I can feel their stress. Now I'm here to spread their wings so we all can fly.
Y.N.X. 7-1. Yo, to stay alive, we gotta multiply. The good die young. When the sun turn off inside, the moon shine like a clear eye. We fear God. The soul's empty and my tears dry. Pour champagne, we clear our lies. You gotta steer the drive. But who am I to go against tradition when the love missing? Following the footsteps without the drug picture. Normalize standing out, don't take a stranded route. The bad ways handed down, but I plan around the plan I found underneath the ground with the toxic waste. There's no escape once my soul saved. There's no relation. Cope with patience. The future right in front of me, but so far away. They turn demon for the money, and that's all I'ma say. Stay away, son. I include them in the conscience that I pray from. Be patient. You hear me? I include them in the conscience that I pray from. Be patient. It's Dusty Souls, nigga. 7-1.
I think I might have just changed my mind.
Shout out to my boy CG. That's CG, right?
Yep, CG.
I think that's probably my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh God, growing you.
I just said it was my unsung hero, but that's probably my. It feels really good, but it's telling me something. It's telling me that I probably shouldn't feel that good. It's telling me that I should probably just stay on the grind, and not let that good feeling or that serotonin take over. Tell me about that. Did that go into it?
Well, what I say is it's funny that you said that because that's kind of like what I was mentioning earlier about the football aspect. Is more so like Kobe, right? The Mamba mentality. My coach used to always say, "Never too high, never too low. Let's just saw the wood," right? So in football, you get humbled a lot. So I may catch an interception, do some good things, but then we play a new team. And that team may do things a little bit more differently, maybe a little bit more better. So there's times where the coaches be like, don't get too happy, but enjoy the moment, but just don't get too happy because there's more work to do. You know what I'm saying? We got a championship to win. So it's like you don't want to take the fun out of it. You don't want to make it tight. You don't want to, but at the end of the day, it's just as long as you know as an artist that there's just more work to do, you're never going to complain about it. You're never going to complain about the outcome. Like when we put out this album, it's not like no pressure like to know if anybody's going to listen to it because we know we're building up. We know we're building our catalog. We're building up to a certain point. So whatever happens during that time, we expect it. But as we keep going, we know, what I mean? Like with that hard work, that's just the way the universe is going to work. It's going to push. You know what I mean? You just can't stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I agree 100%. Yeah, I agree 100%. Yeah, just really like now that I listen to the verses, it's kind of like a, you know what I mean? Don't get too excited. You know what I mean? Stay on your toes. You know what I mean? Okay, well, this is good, but still be aware of this. You know what I mean? So it's really like just keeping you on your toes and like coming from like Buffalo, and you know what I mean? He came up in the trenches too. Like you really gotta be like, you know what I mean? Like in survival mode all the time. So it's like, you know, you gotta enjoy life, but always still be on your toes, keep your eyes open and things like that, and just prepare for the worst and just hope for the best. You know what I'm saying? So like that's really like how we kind of broke it down, and like this is for us. Like this information is for us. You know what I mean? And you gotta you gotta remain focused. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like a, you know what I mean? You gotta pretty much just balance everything. You know what I mean? Just stay focused. We
look at this like a service. It's like the only way that you're really going to gain fans organically is if you resonate to them. And then, you know, confidence comes from preparation. So it's like you gotta, so instead of taking out of, oh, I'm the best, it's just more so we're just trying to do our best job of resonating to people, because we know what people going through. You know what I mean? Like it's with the internet, everything, you know, you can see the conversations, the man versus. So we take all that in and then just apply it to our piece.
Definitely.
That's what's up. And that sentiment resonates throughout the album. You know, if anybody's just checking in, we got Dusty Souls. Their new project. It drops tomorrow. The Watchers. We should probably just be checking it out right now. Go cop that. Go download that. Go stream that. We just played about half the album. And again, we went through it. We talked about a few of the tracks, but again, it feels like, you know, when y'all go listen to the rest of the album, y'all will feel the overall theme of persistence and reflection and faith and growth and confidence and believing in yourself. Talk to the fans about, you know, how that resonates throughout y'all's specific solo bodies of work.
You try to get better at being confident but not rubbing people the wrong way, right? So like sometimes being an artist is like being a boxer. So sometimes I forget, well, as of the last like 6 to 8 months, you know, I got used to, you know, the Dusty Souls. You know, sometimes you forget because I'm so used to being solo. There's a certain mentality that you have to have when you solo, right? But then it's just like, you know, Y.N.X always reminds me like, yo, like we, you know what I mean? Like we good. Like even if I do like a solo project or something like that, he has some type of form of input into what I'm doing. I send him all my music before it come out. You know what I mean? He'll send me his album. So even with our solo projects, we kind of, you know, dive and put our hand into it. He's usually on it anyway. You know what I mean? I'm always gonna get a feature from him or something like that. So it's definitely what I've been trying to get good at is just showing healthy confidence. You know what I'm saying? Because when you in survival mode and you come through a certain environment, you hungry, and sometimes people don't recognize. Some people do recognize the hunger, and they can know your heart, and they can see that it's a good guy. You know, he's just. But then some people can't. You know what I'm saying? And you can come off a certain way. So it's not like a self-conscious thing, but it's just one of those things where I'm just trying to get to a natural space where people just know, like, yeah, like these guys put a lot of work in, and you know what I mean, and you know, we're just gonna be here for a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of it is tunnel vision too. So it's like we not focused on like one set thing that like to try to come and, you know, be like the end all be all. Like we just gonna continue to lock in, because I feel like as long as you proactive and what I was saying, like whatever you put into the universe is gonna be reciprocated. So we're not doing all of this work for no reason. We not rapping on a high level for no reason. You know what I mean? And this album is gonna be the one that's gonna like separate. You know what I mean? Like I know, you know, people, you know, we try to be humble, but at the end of the day, it's like being humble only gonna get you so far. So I like this album, and as far as like what we doing as a duo is next level. You know what I mean? And like I don't like whatever, like I don't really care what's out right now. You know what I mean? But I feel like this shit, like this, I'm telling you, like, cause me, I'm my toughest critic. So like when I got a feeling about something, like I know it's like real. And that's this, and it's the same thing I said about Dusty Souls, like the first album. I'm like, yo, this joint gonna change a lot of stuff for us, and it did. Like it just continued to, you know, for one, make us better. because we feeding off each other. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll come, spit a bar, and I'll have to rap after him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we keeping each other hungry with it. You know what I mean? And it shows. You know what I mean? But yeah, the
and Dusty
Watchers,
Souls too. And not to skip ahead, obviously, because it's but Dusty Souls 2 is damn near almost halfway done. And like Dusty Souls 2 sounds totally different. Like it's like, we know how we'll tweak things that way we don't sound redundant. So Dusty Souls 2 has more like, just to give you a little preview, it has more like, it's not all sample music. Like we got like singers and you know what I mean? So we made like, records. These are records, but we kind of went and got singers and different type of instrumentation. So and we blended it, you know what I'm saying? So we try to tweak our music so that way, is every time you listen to an album from us, it's gonna always be, we're gonna do what we do, but it's just gonna be the instrumentation is gonna always be a little bit different, the sound.
Word up, man. I've heard the Watchers maybe like 7 times now. I already can't wait to hear Dusty Souls 2. Straight on down, y'all. We're gonna wrap up. Thanks for everybody tuning in. I appreciate y'all doing this, man. For real. I am Frank 5D, so I hear everything first, and I know I'm gonna hear Dusty Souls 2. Probably before I'm just joking. But for real, man, keep it up. Everybody who's tuned in, we got Cleverly, we got MC, we got J Butter, we got C, we got K Fixed. This is what I'm talking about, man. This Dusty Souls, the Watchers. The album is dropping tomorrow, October 31st, the year of our Lord, 2024. It's as pure as it gets. It's as pure as it gets. We've had a beautiful conversation. We're gonna load it up on YouTube for if y'all missed it. Go back and watch that because we're gonna keep it moving. Shout out to y'all, Akil. Thank you. Why? Thank you,
sir.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Shout out to everybody who tuned in, man. Shout out to Crook Nam, Kate Fix It, Jay Butter, Severely Yours, Jamal Johnson. I seen y'all guys commenting, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in. And thank you. We appreciate y'all energy, man. Thank you.
Definitely. Make sure y'all check that album out. We got physical copies. We got 2 videos that's out now from the joint. Soul Bleed video is out, and as well as Darkest Hour 2. So make sure y'all check that out and reshare it.
Thank you.
Word up. Once again, thank you for tuning in. Positive energy activates constant elevation. Peace.
Peace.